Hello folks, and welcome to another video. So in this video I'm going to show you something really useful. So stay tuned and see what I've got. So guys, before we get into the video, I just wanted to make it clear that this video isn't sponsored by the people that make the product. They don't know I'm making this video. So the reason for sharing it really is that it's a very useful bit of equipment, and some of you guys might find it useful. So, oh, and the other thing is it might be interrupted by people cutting lawns and things like that, so just bear that in mind, guys. Right, so the product. Well, the product, as I said at the very beginning, is really useful, and it is actually called Really Useful. So these are the products. So these are what is actually called Really Useful boxes. So that is a really useful box. So this one, guys, is a 3-litre box. So they are really useful. So let me hold it up and show you guys. So now I think there was an advert for these, and they had a car sat on top of it, or on 4 of them. I remember seeing an advert for that. But anyway, they're a really tough box, you guys. They got this like a little hinged sort of locking tab, if you like. So they are really useful. Lid comes off. So this one is the 3-litre version. They do lots of different versions, different shapes and different sizes. But the reason I'm sharing these with you guys is because as a keen photographer and videographer, I have lots and lots of, well, Karen calls it junk, I call it useful stuff, hence useful boxes. So I have lots of bits and pieces, sort of photography and video orientated, that are not sitting in my camera bags, but will get used from time to time. And instead of having them all sort of kicking around in a drawer, they're much safer kept in this sort of thing. And as I said, there are various sizes. I've only got a couple of sizes, but there are loads of different shapes, sizes for all sorts of applications. So I thought what I would do in this video, guys, is just show you what I'm using mine for, because I think that you know, if like me you've got lots of bits and pieces kicking around, they will come in much more useful than if you're like leaving all the stuff in a drawer. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to first of all sort of just show you the 2 sizes I've got, and then we'll try and do perhaps an overhead shot so you can see what I've got in them. So just bear with me one moment, guys. So guys, we'll stick with the 3-litre box. So the first thing I'm going to show you what I use in the 3-litre box is actually nothing to do with photography, but they're still really useful. So in this one, guys, I have CDs. So these are, I think there was 18 or 19 CDs in these, and this one's not full up. So you can store CDs in these. As you see, I've got my Ozzy Osbourne collection, and I think there was about 19 I've got in this one, and there's still a little bit of space for some more. But yes, they are ideal for storing CDs. So I have loads of these with CDs stored in them. So I said they're ideal for that, and they keep it nice and keep the CDs nice and safe and all together. And if you, like me, got lots of CDs by the same artist, then you can keep them all together. But yeah, so that is a really good sort of box. Does make it quite heavy, but yes, so it's an excellent method for storing your CDs. So put that one out of the way and grab this one. So this one, again, sticking with the 3-litre version. So this one, guys, is, again, this is a 3-litre one, and this is what I got. I store me batteries, not all of me batteries. So in this one, as the little label says, my M50, the little Canon compact, and my camcorder. But that's ideal for storing chargers in things like that. Absolutely brilliant. So again, you know, it keeps it all, we'll say, relatively neat, as you can do for all the wires. I've also got another one with that, with the all the chargers in from my Canon cameras. Not my Canon, my Nikon cameras, I do apologise. So again, ideal for storing you know, chargers in. So let me just grab the other couple of boxes, guys, so you can see what we got in them, and they're slightly bigger boxes, guys. So guys, the next size we're going to take a look at is this is a 9 litre box. So that's a 9 litre box, so you can see how much bigger that is. Same sort of principle, but just that much bigger. So let me just pop the top off. I might be able to show you this without actually doing a overhead shot. But so in this one, so I'm going to tip it up so nothing falls out. So I don't know how well it's going to show, but so in this one, guys, so this is basically what I would class as my all the audio stuff that I use for my talking head videos. So let's just put that over there on my shoulder. So what we have here, so that box there is the little tabletop tripod, which I'm actually using now. And then we've got these two boxes sort of here, as you can see the label on them, guys. So that's my Rode wireless filmmaker kit. And then here we've got various little microphones and things like that, guys. There's there's another little microphone there. What we've got, that one there. So that's a little what we call it, microphone, a small shotgun microphone. Then we got all the leads for the filmmaker kit in there, and I think there's some batteries in there as well. But yeah, so that is the perfect solution for that. And I said, guys, that's the 9 litre one, and we'll do another one now, guys, so if you just bear with me. So again, this is a 9 litre box. So again, this one's a bit more heavier, so I'm gonna have to I'll do a top down shot of them anyway. So in this one, cool, it is a bit heavy. So in this one, how can I show you there? So I'll do a better view, but in this one, this is my what we'll call my tabletop lighting setup. So we've got the two lighting panels, and in this one we've also got the little Ute bit C clamps, and there's various bits and pieces in here for the sort of doing my lighting setup, my little basic lighting setup. So guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up for an overhead shot, and we'll get hopefully just a better idea of what we got in there, guys. So just bear with me one moment. So here we are, we're going to take a look at the 3 litre box first. This is an overhead view, so this is the empty 3 litre box. So again, you can see it's quite well made. It's quite sturdy, quite a thick plastic. You probably can't see it, but in there it's got a really useful box, and the size on that sort of label. Sort of a, I don't know what you call that on the bottom, but it's a almost like a honeycomb sort of thing. I think that adds strength. But yeah, it's really sort of good sturdy plastic. Got I think that's probably like reinforced corners. But that's the sort of tab, so you just flick them out. I don't know if you see, well, you can see that flicks out there, and then the top sort of lifts off, and you can see also the top has you know, it's got a gap there, so you know you're not limited to the height of the box. You got the lid actually adds to the height as well, guys. So I don't know why you can hear the airplane going over, but that's the sort of that's the empty version of the 3 litre box, guys. So if you just bear with me, I will show you the next one, which is one full of CDs. So just bear with me, guys. So guys, this is again the 3 litre box. This one's full of CDs. This is my collection of Ozzy Osbourne discs. So you can see I'm a bit of an Ozzy fan, but yeah, there's still probably room for maybe a couple more discs in there. Again, it depends upon you know what sort of case you have. That's a double CD. Some of them are plastic like these. You've got the jeweled cases, and even like the cardboard book type. But as you can see, there's one for maybe one, maybe two more. You can also put them in that way if you wanted, whichever way you want. I've got them in that way because you can just look at the top to see what's in there, guys. But so yeah, they're ideal for storing CDs. If you've got a lot of CDs, like I have, with different, as I said, different sort of artists and groups, you can group them together. But you know, so they can go in either way, guys. So that's another reason for them to have them, you know, as a storage CDs. But my main purpose is to store all of my little used photographic equipment. So again, just bear with me and I'll swap over to the next sort of storage box, if you like, guys. So this is another 3-litre box. So this one, guys, is a few of my chargers. So we got so in there we've got the little Anchor sort of dual purpose, dual sort of slot charger there. So that's ideal. And it's, all right, it's a bit messy with the wires, but you know, it keeps them all together. So that's the charging lead for the Rode Wireless Go. What I do tend to do, if you ever get any electrical appliances with these plastic protectors on the plug, I always tend to keep them, because then they're an ideal thing that you can put in things like this to protect whatever you sort of got in storage, if you like. So that's my charger for the little compact. That's the M50 charger there. And down in the bottom there's the charger for the camcorder. So again, ideal for putting your chargers and things like that in. And what we tend to do is, when we go away in the caravan, I would take one of these with just the sort of charging equipment that I would need for a holiday. So again, absolutely brilliant for keeping all your chargers together. So we'll swap over to the last or the last two, which is the bigger one. So just bear with me, guys. So guys, we're taking a look at one of the 9-litre boxes now. So this one's 9-litre. So let's have a look in this one, guys, see what we got. So in this one is what I would class as my equipment for my talking head videos, like the one we're doing now. So what do we got in this one, guys? So although it's not a Boya, that's a little Audio Technica powered lav mic, ideal little microphone in there. That is my Boya little mini shotgun microphone in there again. Anything to do with talking head videos and just audio equipment, I suppose, guys, is mostly in here. That's the lav mic and charging leads for the these two here. So this is my Rode Wireless Filmmaker kit. So that sits in there nice and neatly, guys. There's the batteries for that down in there. And that in there would be where the little newer tabletop tripod sits, which I'm using at the moment. And you can see there, it's been chewed by a cat. But so that is my, what I would class as my audio equipment for doing like talking head videos, anything basically audio related. So I do a box for that. Just pick it up and bring it to where I'm going to use it, guys. So that's the audio box. So I've got one more to show you, which is my little lighting setup, guys. So just bear with me. So finally, guys, this is the last of my 9-litre boxes. So what have we got in here? So I would class this as my little lighting setup. It's not nothing fantastic, guys, so it's not going to sort of light up the world, as it were. So, but this is what my little lighting setup. So there we have my two little panel lights, little newer panel lights there. So we've got two of them. And then here, that's the Ute Bit tabletop clamps. So they're ideal, you know, if you're clamping this setup to the sides of the table. Then we got the two selfie sticks, which are the lights mount on, charging leads here, and there's some little tabletop sort of tripods down there. And then in here, there's things like that, little clamps. Little clamps if I want to clamp something down. That's what's in that one, guys. So again, this is what I would use for, you know, when I think the last video I did, one of the videos I did, I used the lights. So again, it's ideal. You can just grab it all together and bring it down. You're not hunting for bits and pieces and where did I put that and where did that go, and it's all nice and sort of nice and neat together, guys. So that's a sort of quick overview. So we'll just have a quick chat about these guys. So guys, there we have it. That's my collection of really useful boxes, and that is generally the name. So they are really useful. You can store all sorts of stuff in them. I mean, it doesn't have to be photography related or CDs. You can store anything you want in them, and they come in really big sizes, you know, up to like suitcase sizes. So it's definitely worth, guys, if you've got a lot of photographic stuff kicking around in bottoms of drawers and cupboards and all sorts of bits and pieces like that. It's definitely worth taking a look at them. So I bought these from my local supermarket. They have a quite a good selection at your supermarket. So before you sort of go perhaps buying them online or anything like that, just take a look at your local supermarket. So that's where mine came from. So they are ideal for storing anything sort of photographic, and I suppose you could even, if you wanted to, you could pad them out and put cameras and lenses in there, I suppose. But yes, highly recommended if you've got a lot of useful but little used for bits and pieces kicking around. Anyway guys, hope you found this video useful. Please leave your thoughts down below in the comment and see, you know, maybe you've got another solution, but please leave your thoughts on what your solution is. I will try and find a link to the website so you can take a look at sort of what they've got. But there are loads of different types, guys, shapes, sizes, for, you know, and I think they do really small ones, they do long, narrow ones, you know, ideal for you know, you basically buy a box to suit what you want. Anyway guys, I'm wittering on. As I said, hope you enjoyed the video and taking a look at some really useful bits and pieces, and we'll catch you on the next one. So until then, bye bye for now.